Love the Eagles as much as we do? Then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. The situation surrounding Tanner Jeremy McKee in Philadelphia seems to be spiraling into one of the most talked about controversies in the NFL this season. Reports have emerged suggesting that Nick Sirianni, the head coach of the Eagles, has grown increasingly frustrated with the young quarterback, and sources close to the team indicate that he may no longer see McKee as part of the franchise's long-term plans. This comes as a shock to many fans who had high hopes for McKee when he was drafted in the 6th round of the NFL Draft in 2023 after an impressive college career at Stanford. His transition from the collegiate level to professional football was watched closely by analysts, and while he showed flashes of potential, the coaching staff reportedly believes that he is not meeting the development expectations set for a quarterback in a highly competitive roster. The Eagles, coming off a season that demanded consistency at the quarterback position, are apparently seeking alternatives that align more closely with their strategic vision, and McKee's future has become increasingly uncertain. While no official statements have confirmed a trade or release, the whispers among insiders suggest that conversations about his role and potential movement have already begun, creating an atmosphere of speculation that fuels the rumor mill. Fans and commentators alike are dissecting every interview, practice report, and social media hint, trying to piece together the reality behind the curtain of Philadelphia's locker room dynamics. Analysts argue that the timing of this speculation could be strategic, designed to gauge market interest for a player who, despite his draft position, carries the intrigue of untapped talent waiting for the right environment. The narrative surrounding McKee now is not just about performance, but also about perception, management philosophy, and the often invisible pressures that shape roster decisions in the modern NFL. Sources within the team reportedly reveal that the tension between McKee and the coaching staff has been simmering for several weeks, escalating behind closed doors in ways that are not fully visible to the public eye. While the quarterback has maintained a professional demeanor in interviews and public appearances, insiders hint that the discord stems from a combination of performance metrics, practice habits, and a perceived mismatch with Sirianni's offensive philosophy. The Eagles, who are known for their disciplined approach to building a roster around quarterback consistency, might view McKee as a gamble that no longer aligns with their immediate or long-term goals. This has led to speculation that alternative quarterback options, either via trade or free agency, could be explored if the situation deteriorates further. McKee's talent is undeniable, having been a standout at Stanford, but translating collegiate success to the NFL has historically been a delicate and uncertain process, even for highly touted players. The 6th-round selection, often a point of discussion when evaluating his potential, carries with it the perception of a player with upside, but requiring significant development, something the Eagles might be increasingly unwilling to invest in given their competitive ambitions. The rumor mill has further fueled speculation by highlighting the team's silence on the issue, which in the modern NFL often signals internal debates and strategic positioning rather than mere indifference. Analysts note that when a head coach openly signals dissatisfaction, it can ripple through trade discussions, influence draft strategies, and shape media narratives for weeks. In McKee's case, this might mean that every practice, preseason game, and team interaction is scrutinized more intensely than ever, creating a pressure cooker environment for a young quarterback attempting to solidify his place in a demanding league. Such speculation can affect not only McKee's confidence, but also the broader perception of the Eagles' quarterback depth and future planning, suggesting that even whispers in the locker room can evolve into full-blown storylines with substantial fan engagement. The broader NFL community has started to pick up on these rumors, sparking debates across sports networks, podcasts, and social media platforms about what McKee's departure could mean for both him and the Eagles. Pundits speculate that if the team follows through with a decision to move on, McKee could become a highly sought-after commodity for franchises looking to develop a young quarterback with a strong college pedigree. Despite the apparent tension, insiders emphasize that McKee remains a promising athlete with physical tools and football IQ that could thrive in a different offensive system. The narrative swirling around his status in Philadelphia has generated endless what-if scenarios, ranging from a trade to a backup quarterback role, each carrying implications for draft picks, salary cap management, and roster construction. Sports analysts are dissecting every element of McKee's career so far, from Stanford highlights to training camp footage, attempting to predict how he might fit into another team's scheme if rumors of his potential exit materialize. While some fans remain loyal, defending his potential and urging patience, others argue that the coaching staff's public signals cannot be ignored, interpreting them as a clear indicator that McKee's future with the Eagles is precarious. The discussions surrounding his situation underscore the delicate balance between talent development and immediate team performance that defines NFL management, highlighting how a single player can become the focal point of strategic decision-making, media scrutiny, and fan speculation simultaneously. Each week that passes without clarity intensifies the narrative, forcing commentators to speculate about team dynamics, leadership decisions, and the potential ripple effects across the league, which makes the story more than just about a player. It becomes a window into the complex ecosystem of professional football. The pressure on McKee, while often unseen by the public, is tangible as he navigates an environment where expectations, rumors, and speculation collide, shaping both perception and potential career trajectory in ways that few collegiate athletes ever experience at such an early stage. Observers note that Sirianni's alleged dissatisfaction may stem from an alignment issue rather than raw talent, suggesting that McKee's skill set might not perfectly complement the Eagles' offensive schemes or play-calling philosophy. While he has demonstrated mobility, arm strength, and a solid understanding of defensive reads, sources indicate that subtle inconsistencies in decision-making and adaptability may have frustrated coaching staff, prompting the speculation that he could be moved to make room for a quarterback who fits a more specific mold. The NFL is a results-driven league, and teams often make decisions based on projected performance trajectories rather than isolated moments of brilliance, creating a high-stakes environment where perception can weigh as heavily as performance. In McKee's case, the perception of a misfit or a developmental challenge might outweigh the optimism fans hold based on his draft status and college reputation. Rumors circulating among insiders hint at possible destinations where McKee's abilities could flourish if given a system tailored to his strengths, which in turn adds fuel to the media firestorm as analysts debate which franchises might pursue him. Even minor comments in interviews or cryptic social media posts are being dissected as potential indicators of his next move, illustrating how speculation in professional sports can amplify small details into major narrative arcs. The situation exemplifies the intersection of talent, team philosophy, and public perception, reminding viewers that professional football is as much about strategic alignment as it is about raw athletic ability, and that young quarterbacks often face scrutiny that transcends the statistics on their stat sheets. The unfolding story of McKee and the Eagles has become a case study in rumor dynamics, highlighting how uncertainty, media coverage, and fan engagement can transform a single player's career into a league-wide talking point, where each comment, practice, and performance is amplified in the public eye. Sources also point to the internal dynamics within the Eagles' locker room, suggesting that veteran players and coaching staff alike may be weighing in on the quarterback situation, adding layers of complexity to the rumor. While McKee has reportedly maintained professionalism, the presence of subtle tensions, differences in leadership style, and expectations for the quarterback position contribute to the narrative of a player whose fit with the team may no longer be ideal. NFL franchises are highly calculated environments, where coaching staff must balance immediate competitive needs with the development of younger talent, and McKee's position appears to be caught at the intersection of these priorities. Observers speculate that if the team opts to move him, negotiations could involve draft picks, player exchanges, or financial considerations, each carrying strategic consequences beyond the immediate roster decision. Analysts highlight that the timing of potential moves often coincides with league-wide opportunities, allowing other teams to capitalize on the availability of a quarterback with untapped potential. Social media has already amplified these rumors, with fans and commentators debating possible destinations, coaching schemes, and fit scenarios, creating a narrative ecosystem that exists independently of official confirmation. The story exemplifies how modern sports media and fandom intersect with internal team decision-making, where speculation can shape market perceptions, influence player value, and sometimes even impact actual transactions. McKee's journey now illustrates the volatility of professional football careers, the fragility of early-stage quarterback prospects, and the power of rumors to shape public discourse around athletic talent. Even a sixth-round pick, often underestimated, can quickly become a central figure in league-wide narratives, highlighting the intense scrutiny and high stakes associated with the quarterback position in contemporary NFL culture. Insiders note that should McKee leave the Eagles, his career trajectory could pivot dramatically, opening doors to environments where his skill set aligns more naturally with offensive strategies, potentially leading to breakout opportunities. Speculation is rife about which franchises might be in the mix, with analysts weighing factors such as existing quarterback rosters, coaching philosophies, and team needs. While some view the potential move as a setback, others argue it could be a transformative opportunity for McKee to refine his game and assume a more prominent role elsewhere. Historically, quarterbacks who struggled initially due to system fit have found success when matched with schemes that maximize their abilities, creating a narrative template that fuels current speculation. Fans are dissecting every aspect of McKee's career, from college stats to early NFL snaps, attempting to predict his next chapter, while media outlets frame the story as a high-stakes chess match involving talent evaluation, organizational philosophy, and market positioning. The rumors surrounding McKee is emblematic of the unpredictability inherent in professional sports, where player movement, coaching decisions, and public perception intertwine to generate stories that captivate audiences. Analysts suggest that McKee's mental resilience, adaptability, and performance under pressure will be key indicators of whether he can thrive if he joins a new team, further amplifying the narrative tension and the speculation surrounding his future. This evolving scenario is a reminder that professional football careers are rarely linear, often defined by timing, opportunity, and the complex interplay between talent and organizational fit, making McKee's story one of the most compelling speculative arcs in recent league memory. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Finally, the speculation surrounding Tanner McKee's future is not simply a matter of rumor. It reflects the broader narrative of how teams, media, and fans interact to shape perception in professional sports. The Eagles' apparent indecision or dissatisfaction has created fertile ground for debate, discussion, and strategic conjecture that spans the NFL landscape. Each piece of information, whether confirmed or not, contributes to a story that blends performance evaluation, management philosophy, and market speculation, illustrating the multifaceted pressures that young athletes face at the professional level. McKee's journey is being scrutinized not only for what he can do on the field, but also for how his situation impacts team dynamics, draft strategies, and fan engagement. Rumors of a potential move spark conversations about which franchises could benefit from his talents, the type of offensive system that could maximize his abilities, and the broader implications for quarterback development in the league. Analysts argue that even the whispers of dissatisfaction can influence McKee's market value and his leverage in negotiations, demonstrating the powerful role that narrative and perception play in professional sports. As this story unfolds, it exemplifies the intersection of talent, opportunity, and speculation, creating a narrative that keeps fans, commentators, and insiders constantly engaged. For McKee, this period could define not just the next season, but potentially the trajectory of his entire career, illustrating the high stakes and unpredictability of life as an NFL quarterback. As the rumor mill surrounding Tanner McKee continues to gain momentum, speculation about his potential destinations has become a central topic among NFL analysts and fans alike. Insiders suggest that teams struggling with quarterback depth might view McKee as a low-risk, high-reward acquisition, especially given his pedigree at Stanford and the glimpses of talent he has shown at the professional level. Despite being a sixth-round pick, his physical tools, decision-making potential, and leadership qualities make him intriguing for franchises willing to invest in development rather than immediate results. Analysts argue that a change of scenery could provide McKee with the opportunity to reset expectations, align with a coaching staff that understands his skill set, and thrive in an offensive system designed to maximize his strengths. Social media discussions have exploded with theories about which teams could benefit, ranging from rebuilding squads seeking a young quarterback to competitive teams looking for a reliable backup with the potential to grow into a starter role. The narrative has also prompted debates about how much a player's environment influences performance, with pundits citing historical examples of quarterbacks who struggled initially only to succeed spectacularly after moving to a more compatible system. Every detail, from practice performance to media interviews, has been analyzed, with speculation intensifying as fans attempt to predict not only McKee's next step, but also the ripple effects his departure could have on the Eagles' roster strategy and overall competitiveness. The uncertainty surrounding McKee's future, combined with his potential upside, has turned his story into one of the league's most compelling speculative arcs. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.